they played the Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
They played the mash.
Alright, brand new recording session, ladies and gentlemen, and there was a couple of things I missed, but the main important one here is we can actually use the flute on the same screen where we picked it up earlier. We had to use the gauntlet, then we were able to pick up the flute, and just like that, we find this item here in the tree. This is a ring. So we're gonna pick that up and then we're gonna carry on. So what we need to go ahead and do here is use the rod, which I don't even remember where most of these items we picked up at first were. Then again, this is a new recording session, but this is a game with a save system, so it does seem kind of very disconnected from one another, but we gotta use the rod here. Suddenly the sky seems to be on fire as a bolt of pure lightning strikes the rod. You are startled to see a skeletal hand rise from a hole that has formed at your feet. Hi! He just handed us a wand. Thanks, skeleton man. He just slowly leaves. Alright, so we got a wand. Did I ever go down here? Oh, I did not. Let's go ahead and take this stuff. As you move the pot, you realize that you have fallen for the oldest trick in the book. And so it continues. Alright, we have the wand still, we just have to re-grab this bag here. And well, I'll see what's in that. We have big coin, gold coins. The troll dude at the bridge wanted a gold coin, but we just hit him. I'm not sure if there was some other way around that. It seems kind of odd that we just attacked him and then moved on like nothing happened. So I certainly hope that I covered everything I needed to in the walkthrough here. Because it says now we need to walk all the way back to where those two bridges were. The one that we went across, and then the one that was super, like, wrecked and we couldn't go across otherwise we would die. That I thought was a trick, but it wasn't. We need to go all the way back there. Or at least, I think we do. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Is this guy just back? Alright, whatever. Here we are. Now, at this bridge, we need to use bottle 2 on ourself. You drink the liquid and immediately begin to rise into the air. Indeed, Jaina. So now we can go across this bridge without dying. And we have a giant snake in a small cave. How about that? This is why we had to use the rod to get the wand from the skeleton, because the wand is what we need to use. Oh, I went too far. The wand is what we need to use to defeat this snake. The snake begins to shake and shudder. Is it just your eyes, or is it shrinking? So we somehow changed the snake back to normal and then turned it into a staff. I'll go ahead and take that. I don't know how we use that wand exactly. Do we know what we were doing with it? Do we use a specific spell? Maybe it's just a pre-programmed wand, like that's just what its purpose is. Suddenly you feel heavier than you did only a moment ago. Okay, so I guess that's the way of saying you can't go back over there. The troll says you must pay a toll of 1 gold coin. Well, we actually have gold coins now, but for some reason the walkthrough says we need to, use the spell, one of which we obtained. Oh, where are our spells? They're there. We need to use this spell? As soon as the magic is invoked, you lose sight of yourself. You are as invisible as the wind. Okay, that just allowed us to get through here without any issue. Oh, this guy's just back. What's up with that? We're invisible. Why can't we just walk past him like we did with the troll? Okay, the walkthrough doesn't mention this troll guy being alive at all. So, I don't know if this is a glitch or something like that, but we have more stones, so I'll try to kill him the same way I did before. Yep, there we go, okay, so we just had to kill him again. Hopefully we won't need too many stones. Now, with this skeleton here, this king guy, we need to use... Really, Jaina? So many items. We need to use the scepter on him. I don't know exactly what clues us into that, but that is what reveals a hole over here, which you can see that hole if you, like, leave the screen. It pops up there for a second. You can now see a ring-shaped hole, so let's go ahead and use the ring we obtained at the start of this episode. The ring fits perfectly. The throne magically rises, revealing a secret passageway. Let's go ahead and head on down the secret passageway. And oh wow, we have a lot of torches to take here. I'll grab all those. Let's see what we got over here. Without thinking, you jump through the opening and immediately hear a loud click. Suddenly, the granite slab above... I'm back to where I was before, so now I bet I gotta grab all the torches again. Oh boy. But I wonder though, the walkthrough is telling me I gotta use the spell helmet and get past the troll. I am curious if you can actually give the troll the gold coin that we obtained, or if we need that for some part later. Let's go forward, I guess. On the opposite wall are a pair of stone beasts guarding a dark archway. What about in this door over here? Oh, now we need to go ahead and use the spell Motari. I'm not sure exactly what this does. The spell is chanted. The statue lowers and a large platform rises out of the lava. You now have a way across. Alright then. Stalagmites surround this room like the cavernous jaws of a huge beast. I do always think that stalagmites always kind of look like that, but let's go ahead and... Oh, I missed it. We got plenty of torches though, so we got plenty of time. I don't know what any of this stuff in this room is here. Just strong-looking metal cylinder. It's a finely crafted wooden handle. There are 3 handles here, side by side. The walkthrough doesn't mention any of this, so let's just see what happens if we try to use this. Nothing happened. Oh, the left handle was lowered. Now the middle one. Nothing happened. Okay, it looks like we gotta type in some kind of code here. Let's try 312. No, let's try 213. 132. How about 231? How about 321? Yeah, I got no clue what to do with these levers here. Okay, the solution is we use this one on the right, then the one in the middle, and then we use this one on the right again. I had been messing that up. I didn't know you could use the same switch twice in that sequence. Sequence? What's a sequence? Scree! The cylinder lifts with a shuddering sound. You're momentarily dazzled as the darkness is lit by a blinding flash. The silver orb is revealed. Let's go ahead and grab that. As soon as you remove the orb, the cylinder closes. Alright, nice. We can move here, but this just looks like it's gonna lead to my death. I don't want to do this. I'm doing it anyway. Oh! You woke the sleeping guardian from his beauty sleep. He decides to eat you for breakfast. That's not exactly what I expected to happen, in fairness. I expected us to fall down the pit and die. I didn't expect a weird Godzilla monster to come up. Alright, so we gotta head back a couple rooms to the door with the gargoyles up top. In order to get past them, we have to use one of our spells. Illumina! Spell was chanted. Suddenly, the cavern is so bright that you have to shade your eyes. It takes you a few moments to regain your senses from the Nova Burst. It seems the gargoyles were also affected, and haven't yet recovered from the spell. So now is my chance to move through. I'm guessing they would attack me if I tried to move through normally. The room seems to be made solely for the purpose of housing the well. Oh, gotta use another torch. Can we open this door over here? No, it is locked. We can open the well, and let's see what we have to do. Okay, we need to toss, not the gold coins, the big coin into the well here. As soon as you throw the coin into the well, a huge wind erupts from within it. It reminds you of the small dust devils you see in the autumn months. Well, we're in autumn right now, how about that? So now we have the option to move down the well here. The swirling winds carry you down the deep well, and set you gently into the cavern below. You stand above a beach, looking down upon a river. You can't move anywhere, all we have is this, like, gong here. I'm gonna assume that this is when we need to use the hammer. Because we've had this hammer for so long, and that's how you use a gong, you need a hammer. Why do I even bother? Okay, so the walkthrough had me very worried for a moment. It said we needed to use the mallet on the gong, which makes more sense than a hammer, I suppose. But I was like, I never picked up a mallet. Did I miss some item? Do I have to backtrack all the way? No, it's just this thing on the side right here. We have to use it on the gong. We couldn't pick up the mallet and use it ourselves. We had to use it, I guess. After the gong sounds, a specter materializes right before your eyes. The ghostly ferryman doesn't look friendly. You hear a faint voice ask for a fare. Alright, you can have my gold coin. I just invisibled my way past a troll, didn't give him any money, but you can have some money. The ferryman takes the coin and gestures you to board quickly. Okay, there was no symbol down there, but alright. You climb aboard the tiny raft and soon reach the opposite bank. The stone skull stands against the far wall, screaming silently. For some reason, you get the feeling you are standing on sacred ground. So what do we got here? We got some swords, a crown, a jewel, and a cut in each of these, as well as the skull door. Let's go in here. Ouch, you bumped it with your head. Oh, can we open it? Still making these mistakes, huh? Oh, we can't open it. Okay. To the walkthrough. I really don't know how you're supposed to figure this out. We have to use the talisman. Again, I don't even remember where we picked this up. We have to use it on the hole on the left. Specifically the one on the left. The artifact, known as the Bladed Sun, is now secured in place. I suppose that shape does look similar, but it is a different recording session. If this is the same recording session where I got the talisman, I think I remember now, I fought it, or I got it for fighting the wyvern in the sky. I used the star in him and everything. It is a similar shape, so I can see it, but I don't know why we have to do it on the left specifically. And now, after placing it there, we have to use the horn. The sound of the horn echoes loudly in your ears. Suddenly you hear the sound of grinding rock. The jaw of the skull begins to descend. Hot wind erupts from the mouth, creating the illusion that the stone skull is alive. Oh, I played the horn by complete accident there, but now we can go through. The cavern that you have entered is by far the largest your eyes have ever gazed upon. Would you look who it is? It's the evil guy. Forgot his name. Oh! That's not good. From the depths rises the most powerful creature that has ever existed. The Behemoth. You know, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest would tell you otherwise. Your stomach knots up as you stare at this new horror. This beast is indeed incredible. You wonder, for a moment, how can you defeat such a creature as this? Well, how do we defeat the creature? Well, you put the blade on the staff, then you put the orb on the staff, essentially creating this weird, like, Dead Rising kind of weapon. And then you use that on it, and I guess that kills it somehow. Oh, okay, thanks. It's a good thing these are all in the same menu, so we combine that. Suddenly, lightning begins to flash in the room. Then the golden spike slides smoothly onto the staff and locks into place. Could we have done this before? I don't know. Use the orb on the staff. Light cascades through the room as the staff becomes a living entity. What? Use it on the Behemoth. You pray as you raise the Staff of Ages that it has the power the prophets had claimed. The staff pulsates with power, and a beam of light explodes from it, striking the Behemoth. Oh. His hand became gray and he murdered the man who summoned him. See you later, Behemoth. Oh, at the torch. The creature screams in agony, thrashing back and forth in great pain. In his rage, he grabs the Warlock Lord and descends into the depths forever. You can hear the Warlock Lord's screams fade into silence. Suddenly, it is very quiet. A beautiful light seems to fill the cavern, the morning sun. You say to yourself, it is over. Although exhausted, you lean on the Staff of Ages and begin your long journey home. Word of your historic quest has already reached the farthest parts of the land. You are triumphantly greeted as you enter the gates of the royal city of Stormhaven. Where? Moments later, you are ushered into the royal palace where you are greeted by the king. I know what thou hast done, brave one. The world would be dark forever without thee. Yeah. Oh, there we go. You are bestowed a kingdom to rule and the king's fair daughter's hand. Oh, these are these days, huh? You just give your daughter away? You're a real great father, king. Yeah, I saved the world, totally. Now can I have your daughter and a kingdom? As you leave the throne room, you know that although this quest is over, others await. After all, the bards will need new legends to sing of and new tales to tell. The first story's end. I don't know why there's some pauses in the dialogue here. Start isn't doing anything, A button. I guess this is the end screen. There's no like the end or credits or anything. I guess it's just over. Okay, yeah, so the game's just over just like that. Kind of odd how it just kind of... most NES games you'd think would have like an end screen or credits or something, but oh well. So that's that. That's Shadowgate, ladies and gentlemen. This is it's a classic for sure. You know, a lot of great elements that people remember. The point-and-click element, the first kind of horror game element. But especially the death screen. Everyone remembers the death screen with the Grim Reaper there with his scythe. But I will say, there's not a lot of reason to go back to this one other than for your own personal nostalgia, maybe. Or your own interest. But the thing is, nowadays you can get everything you would normally get out of this game just watching a video. Like this one. I had a good time with it, so maybe you will too. But I don't think it's anything revolutionary or incredible. That being said, there is a game that is very revolutionary that I'm getting to this latter half of the month. And that game, it kind of introduced the survival horror genre. I'm excited to get around to it. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. That'll be coming... I actually don't know when this is getting released, so either this week or next week, depending on when this is released. But with that said, thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a very good day.